Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the LSU Tigers, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll toss it to the left. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Quarterback may change this route. To throw, it's Russell. With the catch, it's Horton. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams, we get to find out really quickly who's legit.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge...
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. With the catch, it's Hale. He is denied, cannot get to the 1st down marker, and it's 4th down coming.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
What a start by this defense. That is exactly what you need, man. They've been a little bit hit or miss. They've been a little bit up and down. But to start the game on a high note, get the good mojo going, great start for this defense.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. And the Tigers come to the line in the hurry-up. This series dates back to 1895. One of the odd things, guys, is historically, and the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And I'm really impressed with the start by this defense. Like getting to the quarterback early and often. First drive, already have 2 sacks. That's a good sign for this defense.
So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4 and out, but they'll try to convert here. On 4th down, going to the air. Hit as he throws. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
I'll tell you what, coaches catch heat a lot now, especially on social media. I expect him to catch a lot of heat. 4th down, long yardage situation on your own territory, and you want to go for it, and you fail, and you're surprised. You definitely shouldn't be surprised. Just don't check your mentions, dog.
On the option. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
And it's difficult to contain athletic quarterbacks, but, man, when everybody plays their assignment, it's a beautiful thing. I understand I got to take away this. I got to keep my eyes on the quarterback, make sure he doesn't pull that football. They weren't fooled, and the quarterback had nowhere to go with the football.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
Looking to the big tight end. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the snap, it's Watkins. They forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and hand him the ball.
Back to pass, it's Manning. Got his man quickly. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, boys.
gives it on the option. Got enough for the first down and wants more. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. LSU quick to the line.
That's a really nice run. One thing I love about him is he's got versatility. Reminds me of a guy I used to play against back in the day, Kevin Falk. He could catch the ball, he could run the ball, he could block, he returned kicks. He did everything for the LSU Tigers, and this guy, he's got that ability too. So many different tools in his toolbox.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. Power football with the run. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line. Being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on third down. Looking downfield, it's Manning. A shot for the end zone. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Really nice third down sub defense there that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback. Now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Looking for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Tigers. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air on first down. Trying to burn this defensive back. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes quarterbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
Back to throw, it's Russell. He's not afraid to go deep. Reels it in down the left side. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw on first down. He'll try to do it himself.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on second and short. The give on the inside. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front seven, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Wide open downfield. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Price. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a 1st down.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Making side adjustments here. Dropping back, it's Russell. Here's the pressure. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
On 3rd down, going up top. Snagged out of the air. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Headed to the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown time!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. He's not even going to make it to the 20, much less the 25. He'll mark it out of bounds at the 18. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Working that left side now. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Bringing the heat. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the 1st half.
Yeah, how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting them on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Grab near the marker. It's Parker. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. Wants to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Watkins. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. LSU right back to the line. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. Looking downfield on 1st down. Deep shot for the end zone. Oh, he dropped dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Sheffield. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
It is loud in here as they try to help them get a stop on fourth down. The Tigers will move the sticks. After picking up the first down, they still have to move quickly here. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed into the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of the game.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. This crowd busting the decibel meter and trying to will a fourth down stop. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they can't make the connection on fourth down, and they'll turn it over.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job. Understand they were going to throw the football in this fourth down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
They needed that extra space as he bangs his way to the 14. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Able to get him down, and that should bring us to the end of the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. Fielded in the end zone, it's Thomas. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking for a man. It's Manning. Hauls it in. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. LSU quick to the line. Back to pass. Pulls it in. It's Watkins. That's a live ball. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
Great job by the defense in the back end that time. He made the catch, and he had a little wiggle room to run afterwards, but they were able to get to him, rip the football out, and that is a massive takeaway for the defense.
They'll run the toss. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now it's tough sledding on the ground.
Here we go. The throw to the outside is complete. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Man, that play takes some protection. If you're going to stick it in the belly and that wide receiver is going to run down the field that far, I need some good protection, and I need my lineman not to go downfield. Nice job by the quarterback making the right read, being patient, throwing that strike.
You got to wonder if that's a moral victory for this offensive line, because they have not been running the ball well at all game long. But on that short yardage situation, they finally pick it up, and maybe that's going to be the catalyst for them to get this thing going and spark the run again.
With jet sweep pass. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Using the quick game. Bust through behind his pad. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. First and goal. How valuable is a tight end in the red area? Now they're set up with a first and goal.
I love it. Find the big fella down in the red area. Big target, works the middle of the field, easier throws. Nice job by this offense, keeping it very simple.
They're working that left side. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And that one will give them the lead. A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time. But when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football, be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary and make that big play.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Watkins. And this wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
So they come to the line, and the wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Thomas. And some room to work. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Flying out to the left. Running inside the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
And if you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Direct snap. It's Murphy. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
The defense really gets it. They understand what's going on. The quarterback is a threat to run the football. I have to understand that. It changes the way I play defense. Am I going to have more speed on the field? Whatever I do, I got to make sure I do what they did right there. Focus in on the QB, lock in, and make sure he doesn't beat me.
Back to throw, it's Russell. Slithers into space. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
To the air on first down. Finds his man. It's Price. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
You know, that play right there shows me that the quarterback has a plan. He had no hesitation. The defense was bearing down on him. He got hit on that play, but he knew where his running back was. He got it out to him quick, and as a result, they avoided the negative play and sack.
Wants to fire on second down. On the run, still looking. Got a man, it's Price. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Lining up, trying to convert this third and short from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. The short hands, it's Young. Out of bounds at the 49-yard line, but not before getting it into opponent territory.
I don't always have to push the ball down the field. I love when QBs drop back, look at it matchups. Oh, I got my running back. I think he can get the first down. Give him the football. Let him be an athlete with the football in his hands after he catches it. Nice job by the QB. Nice job by the running back.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Sends it downfield. Makes the grab at the 10. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal.
This guy already has a touchdown. He almost had his second right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his offense.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Bama!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. UNLV is currently working from behind. But how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to UCLA. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? LSU right back to the line.
There's just so much chemistry between this quarterback and his receiver, and you saw it right there, down the perimeter, trying to work the boundary. Just put it somewhere near him. He'll catch it, he'll get a foot down, and help out his offense.
And this one's not working. He'll just run away.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. They'll try to bully their way for the first. The Tigers get enough to move the chains as they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He unleashes a long one. Picked off to stop the threat. Going the other way, and he's got room. And what a way to end the quarter for this defense, forcing the big turnover. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Quick release by the QB. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job, throw.
Breaks into the open. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown. So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they can score and he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Alabama! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
You know, good teams just know how to close games out. And you're seeing that right now with this team, right? Their defense just had a massive takeaway. The offense able to capitalize on that with a touchdown, so they've padded their lead. This just speaks to, I think, the experience in the locker room and also the playmakers they have. This game is starting to feel like a blowout.
He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. To the air, it's Manning. That's caught. It's Parker. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. LSU quick to the line.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody in bounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Parker. And the ball squirted out. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Inside the 25. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown time. And the beat down position have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back. These guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Looking to pass. It's Manning. Pocket breaking down. Oh, man, what a missed opportunity. Big fella almost got to run with the ball. Instead, it falls incomplete and brings up second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to go up top. He's going to fire deep. He's got it down the right side. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together. Maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Second and 10, he'll throw again. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. They almost got a first down there. Stopped a yard short. It'll be third down. And the Tigers are in the hurry-up. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. He's going to take the ball, scores free. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
2 straight drives ending in fumbles now for this offense. Guys just have to start hanging on to the football. There's nothing schematic that has to change. They've just got to get back to fundamentals. 5 points of pressure and prioritize holding on to the ball.
On the direct snap, it's Murphy. Now the pitch. Creates a little space. Turning it on at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Excellent pass by the back on the option. Things a little more comfortable after that score and much, much closer to a win here in Week 5.
They call it the option because there's so many options on the play. There's so many things they can do. The defense did a good job taking away the quarterback, but, man, they lost track of the running back. Great blocking. Running back takes it all the way for the huge touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Thomas. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Pressure coming. Got rid of it just in time. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
To the air. It's Manning. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. At the 40, there he goes. Into the secondary on the right. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Oh, they're after him. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, he'll throw it. Throws for the tight end. He's got an open man. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. LSU right back to the line. Calls his own number. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Yeah, and listen, that is awesome to see the guys continue to fight, continue to keep competing, because this game is over. Like, we don't need to fool y'all. We're not trying to get y'all to stick around and improve ratings. Like, the game's over, but you're continuing to fight. You powered in for the touchdown, and show your kids that we're going to always fight no matter what the score is.
The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. Don't think that one made it 10 yards before they got the eager paws on top of it, and the flags will fly. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. The give as they work on that clock. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a 1st down. You win a game like this against a higher-ranked team in the top 10 behind this rushing attack, and you will have opened some eyes after this game.
Yeah, early in the season, being able to open some eyes and say, listen, we're legit, we're for real, we're physical. You better bring your lunchbox when you play us. This is a great start to the season.
It's going to give them a lot of confidence too, David, because you look at this team's schedule down the road, they're going to need to be able to run the ball. They're going to have to be physical if they want to keep winning, and they want that number beside their name to keep getting smaller and smaller.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He wants to change this route. Wants to throw. It's Russell. He fires a bullet to the right. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but like, let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but like, let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And that decision will be questioned for a while. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit. Just not enough today.
And I'm just not sure where to put the blame. And I know they're going to lose this football game. They've struggled, and he's been sacked. I know he's turned it over and thrown an interception, but they haven't been in sync, and nobody's played really great. And they've got to find an identity on this offense moving forward.
It's picked off, and another empty drive. That's the way it is. wanted to wrap it up, make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Rushes on him. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Looking to scramble. Trying to escape and get it himself.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. They'll move the tight end. Scanning the field, it's Russell. Got his man downfield. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. Alabama quickly back to the line. The offense changing the play. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's got him. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
And his offense continuing to spin the football, man, continuing to add to a great day. They built this big lead. They've shown you a variety that they can do a lot of really, really good things. And I like it, man. Continue to throw the football. Continue to be who you are. It's the defense's job to stop.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. This win, guys, if they can finish it off behind this passing attack today, figures to vault them several notches up in the rankings and serve notice of what they're capable of.
It's funny, we're watching this one now, and some people may be surprised because of the numbers besides each of the team's names. By the end of the year, though, this may have been an obvious decision because of how well this team throws the football, David. They are electric in the air.
And listen, it's still early in the season, but you're proving your passing attack, and you're proving you've got an offense to be dealt with. And you're also putting this one on the schedule for the playoff committee to circle and say, there's a top 10 win. Please continue to rise me up the charts.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds.
Timeout, Alabama.
And after this play, the cake will be baked. Looking to throw for it. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
And the defense gets the big 3rd down stop, creates some momentum. Hey, I don't know if they're going to go for it on 4th down, but the defense is continuing to fight, continuing to hustle, continue to fly around. Like, these are positive signs from a group that you want, you know.
Makes a catch, 1st down, and maybe a lot more. Touchdown, Bama! Fired in from the red zone for the score. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate in the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.